Yo. As we get everything going in the right direction, I want to make sure I did everything I could, to get this thing going. I hope and I pray and I got everything going. If it's not snatching up and everything like that. But this is the thing, guys. Jaylon Smith must bring it up to the next level. And I've been up all night trying to get this thing going. And I hope that you guys love the new studio. You guys see the 4 stars, 5 stars down below, right? That's for every Super Bowl we ever won. I want to put another star behind that TV. You guys see the star on the TV. Let's get this thing going. We're going to see this swipe. We're going to see Jaylon Smith make it to the next level. And he's going to bring that tenacity. I'm telling you guys, he got the brace off his foot, right? And we've been saying this all this time. Just wait. Don't rush the process. Don't rush anything. Watch Jaylon Smith get back to his form. Now, I did a film session on him back when he was in college. Of course, you guys see the film that's going behind me. That's just a recap of what I did back when he first came to the team. So I'm really thinking and I'm hoping and I'm praying that this guy can bring it up to the next level. I just want to give a shout out to everybody that's in the chat box. Let me know if you guys can hear me clearly, because I don't know whether or not this new system is I'm able to hear you guys. Are you guys able to hear me? So let me know. Give me a thumbs up or something like that. Shout out to Wiggle Bells with the black hands in the chat box. Salute to you, brother. And who's the first person in the house? Callaway. Shout out to you too as well. First time watcher, Jonah. Watching me live. There he is. Shout out to you too as well. All right, so hey, it's late night, SWAT. Hey, we up here, we live and ready. We ready to get things going in the mix. And let me tell you something. I'm gonna say this right now. Hey, Jaylon Smith, right now, as it is that he's playing, everybody counting him out, right? Everybody saying that pretty much we're gonna move him over to Sam. We're gonna have LV coming in. He's gonna be the Mike or what have you. This guy's not laying down without a fight. He's ready to roll up his sleeves, and he's ready to get back to his true form. And I'm not saying it just because I'm hyping the guy. I'm not gassing him up. You guys don't see gasoline over here. I'm telling you guys the truth. This guy's ready to bring it. And the only way we can just really we can't wait to see this stuff happen is, let me tell you something. Even with a half of a foot or half of a knee last year, there were some games where he was actually, and I mean actually, leading, and I'm talking about leading the team in sacks. So I mean, not leading the team in sacks, but leading the team in tackles. That means that he's flying out to the ball. He's explosive enough to get around to the ball, and those are things that we like to see, guys. That is everything right there too as well. So hey, if the show is a little off today, hey, it's just what it is, because I've been working all night to get this thing going, and I'm just surprised that it had not flared up yet. So yes, Jaylon is not a bust. Yes, indeed. Boxer 97. Yeah, you're right. You know that good and well he's not a bust. But shout out to everybody, man. Hawaiian is here. Somebody from Hawaii. Yeah. Who else we got? Freeman. What's up, Freeman? Hey, on this play right here, look at that dip. Look at that shoulder around the corner. Boy. Woo-wee. Look at that dip. Telling you, man, he can line up at defensive end. Oh yeah, the boy got all of the things. Savage time. Shout out, bro, man. Shout out to you, man. Salute to you. We got 57 people in the house. Hey, this guy's a monster, man. He was like top 5, top 4 recruit. I'm talking about top 5 in the NFL draft a couple years ago. Hey, when this guy is healthy and this team is flying with everything going together, and I trust Chris Richards, man, come on now. This thing finna be live like 95, man. I'm looking to see more swipes this year. Oh, yeah. Who's just saying that? Gracia. You're going to see more swipes. You should see more swipes. Yeah. Yeah. Jaylon is a beast, man. I'm talking about a monster. And, hey, you know what I was talking about yesterday, right? Before everything got all chopped and screwed. Chris Richard, he speaks with those convictions. He speaks with authority. He don't lay down like a cheap tent. I don't think that he's going to have these guys playing off. I think that he's going to have everybody up front, everybody up tight, everybody pursuing to the ball. He might sprinkle in a little cover 3 in on us. He might slide that in. And that's why he wants his corners to be aggressive. That's why he wants his corners to be strong and fit up front. And now that you have that, I'm looking at Cam Kelly film. I'm going to have that out hopefully by Hopefully by Wednesday, I should have that film out so everybody can see Cam Kelly. And let me know, guys, too, as well. Are you guys enjoying the all 20, I'm about to say all 22, or the all or nothing film that I'm putting out? Because the next film is going to be the Kansas City Chiefs game. And, got a good insight, got a good backstory of Tony Romo and Jason Witten having a little quick interview, and also Dez Bryant having an interview with Tony Romo too as well. So it's pretty good, man. Good film, man. Good quality stuff. I try to put everything out there as it relates to like quality wise. I try to put everything out at 4K so that down the line, sometimes you guys watch videos, about 5, 10 years ago, and it's kind of grainy a little bit. Hopefully, by me doing the extra yard, or doing the extra work on the front end, that maybe if the YouTube world allows it to stay up, then hopefully maybe that you guys can go back and watch it and it still be clear. It won't be all that crazy stuff. Look how athletic this guy is, man. It's exploding, man. Explosive guy, quick, fast, elusive. I'm talking about Jaylon, man. Next level, he must get there, and he will get there. And I think that he has the range, the coverage ability. And now, think about it. The main thing when you're playing a linebacker position, and you look at the swipe is nice, right? Is you got to be able to actually backpedal out of your stance. And we didn't see that a lot with Jaylon Smith last year. He kind of turned his hip in pursuit to the ball and still was able to lead the team in tackles out of the first few games too as well. So he was still being the old Jaylon Smith without the actual, I guess 100%. I think last year he was playing pretty much at 80%, 85%. He was still explosive out there. Hopefully, if we can get a 92 or 93%, and if God forbids, if we can actually get a 98% Jaylon Smith, that would be really nice too as well. And he's hungry. The guy's hungry. And he don't have the brace no more, bro. Yeah, yeah. How about to say Aaron Rodgers, boy. That name just got Robinson. Yeah, he don't have that brace anymore, and he is hungry. No brace, Jaylon. Yeah. So I'm from the South Bend. Watch every home game, and this is from TC88. Watch every home game. He played with Will and has first 3 years mid his last, and he's way better at Will. At Will, okay. That's you talking about Will position, weak side. Yeah. When you plan, and give you guys a definition of each category as you look at the linebackers position. The Sam, okay. The Sam position pretty much sometimes you have the Sam, as some people call it, the strong side. Sometimes the Sam linebacker they will match up with the depending on the scheme and schematics of the defense. The Sam linebacker normally in situations lines up and he blocks the tight end. He lines up on the strong side, and you have your Mike. Your Mike linebacker pretty much in a cover two scheme is designed and created for anything that's in the middle of the field in attack and pursuit to the ball. Once the pretty much he's given his gap patrols, pretty much he's a pursuer, a pretty much an orchestrator, somebody who can put everybody in places. That's why I'm kind of leveling like the middle Mike linebacker as pretty much like the fourth hardest position in the National Football League because you got so many responsibilities, right? We do understand in 3-4 you can match your Mike linebacker, you can match your middle inside a linebacker with because you have different type of athletic guys out there on the wing that can fly and pursue to the ball. So on your wheel side, weak side, pretty much so. This side of the ball, you have the largest, pretty much I'm about to say the largest range of the field. And he have to cover a lot of grass or cover a lot of range. And the reason why Jaylon Smith worked so well at Will is because he had the speed, he had the size, and then 9 times out of 10 with Will you don't have to run through so much trash. And that's why they say will. You're gonna will yourself over to the to the opposition. So that's why a lot of people say that when they're looking at Jaylon Smith on the will side or the weak side, he'd probably be better than it with Sean Lee. And that's why they moved Sean Lee to the weak side, because of the simple fact that, he don't have to run through all that trash. So with that being said, hey, this season is going to be fantastic. I really can't wait to see how everything is going to come together. I'm really hoping that Jaylon Smith, LV, and actually Sean Lee can all stay healthy throughout the whole 16 weeks. That will be something nice. You add a little spice to it. Baby, we going all the way. We going all the way. Shout out to everybody. Salute to everybody that's in the chat box still. TC Wrighton Law. Appreciate it, man. Who's starting at linebacker this year? I'm going to say it again. Nicola is going to be LV. All these positions is up for grabs anyway. Unless Damian Wilson just be lights out, blazing, kind of crazy. It would be crazy if Damian Wilson beat out LV, but I don't see that happening. But the starting middle linebacker will be Jaylon Smith. But I heard from the grapevine is that they're trying to put LV in that spot. Who's 6'5", 56 pounds or 250 pounds, give and take, whatever his playing weight may be. Cover range, have the height, have the measurables. When they looking at him, they looking at pretty much a Roe McClain. Not saying that he is a Roe McClain, but that's what they looking at, right? And then of course you already know that Sean Lee is going to be on the weak side. And then we play so much nickel, you need your rangy type of linebackers out there. So you looking at actually maybe a rotational piece of Jaylon Smith and LV. But the thing is with that, I don't think that they'll ever bench Sean Lee. If they can manage Sean Lee and put Sean Lee on a pitch count, maybe. But I don't think that they're going to do that either. Saquon is the last person we are focused on. This is savage time. No, right now, everybody should be focused on pretty much learning their lane, learning their assignment, staying in their lane, I meant to say, and learning what the playbook is on this defense. We should be focused on pretty much the key to this defense is takeaways. I said the other day about the stats aspect of everything, right? Everybody loves stats. My thing is stats are important in a sense, but we shouldn't get hung up on stats, meaning that we should look at our team being 8th overall ranked defense and say, okay, we walk around with our shirt off, beating down our chest, talking about we the band, we the man, we the best. No. We need to get turnovers. We need to get sacks and takeaways. We need to get all those things before we can just run around talking about we 8th ranked overall defense, top 10 defense, and all this stuff. We really need takeaways, turnovers, however you want to call it. We need to get those things. And then also, when we get the ball, we need to run it in for the touchdown too as well. We need to fall on the ball. If we get the fumble, right? We need to find a way to fall on the ball. I don't want to hear all of the nonsense of us getting the fumble and not falling on the ball. I think that the Rams game, go back and watch the LA Rams game. We had a nice, grittish, nice, good fumble on the play, but Tyrone Crawford is looking at the ball bouncing. We don't need that. We don't want that. We need our players to be playmakers, ball makers, ball breakers, however you want to call it. We need to have those guys to jump on the ball and have the wherewithal to jump on the ball, corral the ball, and either take it home to the touchdown. That's what we need to happen out there for 2018. All right, we better who's it? TC88, man, you all in the comments. I like that, man. I love that. We better, and I think that you're just making a statement that we are better. Our offense might need some time to get going. Yeah. Reason why I'm saying that with our offense need time to gel, and this is the thing. Everything operates and run through Ezekiel Elliott, right? I do know that everybody high strung on Dak Prescott, and everybody, what's up, Roy? Shout out to you, man. Shout out to Roy, man. This is in the chat box. Long time follower, long time listener of the show. Appreciate you, Roy, for joining in. Butter Toast, shout out to you too as well. The thing is, everything works and operates through Ezekiel Elliott. And I do know we get hung on the quarterback not doing this and quarterback not doing that. But if we can have Ezekiel Elliott, and I think the team knows that now, and now they're figuring out, okay, we get a Bow in, right? We get a Rod Smith. But don't sleep on Rod Smith too as well. Because I was saying all last year, although Alfred Morris, and this is where everybody look at stats, and this is why they get hung up on stats. Well, somebody made the argument, the fact that Alfred Morris, when he was in the game, he averaged more yards per carry than actual Ezekiel Elliott. If we just live off stats alone, right? We will go back to 2015 and 2015, and we'll say, okay, we were third ranked overall in running, right? And there was no Ezekiel Elliott there. We had a mixed fit of running backs. We had a John Randall or Joe Randall, whatever his name is. We had Darren McFadden to come in with the third rank overall on running back, right? Or rushing offense, whatever it may be. If we was just so hung up on stats, then why in the world would we draft Ezekiel Elliott? There's a difference. What changed? Ezekiel Elliott is a dynamic running back. He changes the entire environment of the opposition. They play to say, hey, we're going to shut this guy up because we tired of him doing a little feed me simple. Now, if you take that production off the field last year, those 6 games, and I do know this last year, and I'm tired of going back to last year, but if you take that productivity, the production of that off the game, and you put in an Alfred Morris's other worlds, and you put in a Rod Smith, and you put in a Darren McFadden, who I say Rod Smith did finish the ball, but I'm just going to do a shortcut to this whole conversation. When you look at the play of Alfred Moore, the refrigerator with legs, is what I was saying. He get hit, and it was no effort after that. He get hit, he falls down. But he was averaging more yards per carry at the time than Ezekiel Elliott collectively. But he wasn't finishing on his runs. Transferring over to Rod Smith, he was a finisher. That's why when we saw it with our eyes, when you put Rod Smith out there, we was like, okay, yes, finally they're giving the kid a chance. So now I'm thinking that, okay, now that you got Rod Smith understanding what he needs to do to play in the National Football League, undoubtedly it took him this long, but now if you mix that with Ezekiel Elliott, you put a Rod Smith out there, and you sprinkle in a bow, my God. And I forgot about Jamez Olawale. Man, now you're having an aggressive attack. You controlling the game. You taking over the whole entire football field just by with your offense taking over the ball. That's what we really need out there, guys. Cole Free, what's up, man? Shout out to you. Where did we get that shirt from? Where did you get that shirt? I don't know. It was a gift, man, and I've been wearing it ever since, man. It's a good shirt, good vibe, good feeling shirt. I got it from some store. It was a gift from some store in Mississippi, and now I'm in Texas, so I don't even know if that store exists. Let me see what else we got. Is that Ant Mings wasted second round pick? But the thing is, you know, we'll see. You know, if whether or not he's a waste of a second round pick. You know, we'll see. Unless you're talking about Randy Gregory, I forgot what round he went in, but I think it took too. What it says, Savage time. I think Gregory took too long to get his mind right. I think that Gregory, you know, this year hopefully he can come back. He got the sky's the limit. The possibilities of him playing out there mixed up with this particular defensive front four, because we finessed this all get out. You know, we don't have no tree trunk, big body plug that you can put in the middle. But hopefully these finesse guys can fly out to the ball. Barry B, man, what's up? Shout out to you, man. Gregory was a third round. Oh, you talking about second round, Randy Gregory? I don't know. You know, Junior Serrano. I forgot what drafted Randy Gregory came out of. But believe it or not, it's so late I'm forgetting everything. Charge it to my head, not my heart, right? Gregory was the second round. So yeah, the second round is where Jerry Jones like to gamble, will and deal. You know, so that's just what it is. We should have got Sue for Dez, laugh out loud, for Sushi 817. I don't know, you know. We'll see what Sue gonna do this year, right? Yeah, it was 2015 Butter Toast. Yeah, I remember now. Yeah, I remember. Yeah, I remember now. Think I vaguely. Yeah, it just seemed like the guy been smoking so much weed that he didn't like football. But hopefully he can come back and do something. Is Vicaro still on the market? I don't know what the team is doing. We still need a camp body. We still need somebody. Unless these young guys are already going to have some type of experience. Maybe Richard Richard is already saying that, okay, with the knowledge that I have, I can put everybody out there, and everybody's going to behave, But it's something about experience. I've seen it. Everybody who played football or anybody who played sports, you've seen it before. You got a team to come in, and you just need that guy to have that experience. Who've been there before. I think the only person who been to the Super Bowl on our team, correct me if I'm wrong, is Coney Ely. It could be one or somebody else, but Coney Ely is the only guy that have pretty much Super Bowl experience that's a starter, well, projected starter that's on our team, and he can tell people, okay, these are the shortcomings that I had when I was playing for the Carolina Panthers. This is the preparation that I took when I was playing for the Patriots. This is the Patriot way and this sort of thing. This is what a winning team needs to do. This is what it feels like to win 15 games in the National Football League. This is what it feels like to win 10 consecutive games or what have you. Yeah, Cameron Fleming. So, yeah, now Cam Fleming, he's going to be able to talk to these guys too as well. Hey, don't drink your Kool-Aid on this situation, right? And Cam Fleming, I think he does. Does Cam got a? I'm talking about players, not coaches. Chris Richards, yeah, we know that he got a ring, but I'm talking about players. Did Cam Fleming get a ring? Was he on the team when the Patriots won the Super Bowl? Just let me know, because that speaks volumes, guys. Somebody who's been there, done it before, speaks volumes. Somebody who's never been there before will say, okay, I can do this and get away with it. No, somebody who's been there, who actually been in the trenches, understood, who already had the butterflies in the belly. That speaks volumes. Xavier Woods, Earl Thomas equals Earl Thomas play style. He does. But Xavier Woods is Xavier Woods. Earl Thomas is a first round draft pick. Not trying to put two and two in the same, because you can look at the measurables all day. You can look at the tape and film and say, okay, Xavier Woods going to be projected as an Earl Thomas. And if he is, I hope I'm wrong. But if he is, if he's not there, then if you have the chance and the opportunity to get somebody of that caliber who you can swing in and say, okay, Earl, this is the game plan. We know you can't play another 5 years, but this kid can. Transplant what you know into this guy. Show him the way. Show him the ropes, But, it is what it is at this point. Not saying that you go sell the form. My thing is, everybody's saying, okay, let the young guys play. Let the young guys grow. Now, the thing is, are you willing to go 3 years and saying, okay, now that the guy's season, we should win the Super Bowl? Are you willing to wait 3 years? Are you willing to wait those 4 years? Are you willing to wait those 5 years? And I'm not saying that it takes that amount of time, but the reality of it is that it's going to take it. Well, it won't be this year. So either you trying to win the Super Bowl now and within this window, or you trying to say to yourself, okay, I'm gonna let these young guys grow and we have a chance, and then when we start having hiccups in the playoff, then there's always, oh well, what about next year? See, the philosophy should be you sprinkle in your veteran. You don't have your veteran to stunt the growth, but you still sprinkle in the veteran. I've been driving home with this, and the thing is, I have facts to back me up. I don't have opinions, and that's different. The fact of the matter is, I have evidence, and I can go all the way back with data to show you that every team that won the Super Bowl within the last 5 years, they methodically or matriculated or somehow, some way, form, or fashion, had that veteran guy on the defense who they sprinkled in. Not saying they sold the form, but they went out and got a veteran defensive guy to help out, whether it be in the secondary, whether it be in the front four of the defensive line. If you go back, I'm challenging anybody with their mind to go back, look at the last 5 Super Bowls, and let me know, and I'll sit and wait, and I'll be willing to listen to you. You do not win the Super Bowl without veteran experience. That's just how it is. Now, maybe you can get away with it in other sports, but even basketball, you got to have a team that's designed to have that type of guy who's been there, done that before. And that's just the bottom line. I do know that the popular thing, or the way of everybody saying it to get everybody in the emotions together, to say, oh, let the young guys play, let the young guys perform. That is true in a sense. But at the end of the day, if you pay two, three, $400 tickets and you're at the game, and you know it can be more than that, right? You pay for that much money at the game, and you seeing that your young guy getting blown off of assignments, and your team losing by 2 or 3 touchdowns or 1 or 2 points, you're sitting there saying, "Well, damn, why did we go out there and make things happen then?" And then what you try to do in a sense, whereas you bring in those you bring in those veterans too late. We seen the game before. You try to bring in that veteran week 1, week 2, thinking that they're gonna be ready to play. They come out there and they snap up all their stuff. It just don't happen, you know. So you either get them now, and you put them in your system. You ingratiate them with the coaching staff, with everybody, and they gel well because now the teacher becomes I guess what I say, the student becomes a teacher, what have you, or the veteran player begins to implement his thoughts out there. He begins to bond with everybody, and then you have that trust factor. It takes 1,000 years to build trust, right, and 1 second to lose it, right? So that's just the problem, you know. If we don't have that type of trust out there on defense, then it will still be the same. All right, Chris Long, yeah, Alshon Jefferson. See, you guys already know what I was talking about, right? All right, Cal Q. You know, hey, his tape looked pretty good. He is a little slow, but my plan is to do Cam Kelly, and then I would do Cal Q next. You know, and then I'd be the Tyree Robinson, do all of the undrafted guys so they can be out within the next few weeks. Um, David, what's up? We want, we will, and want is most underrated part of sports today. It is drives me crazy. Will and want. Will and want to is the most underrated. You know, I guess what you were saying, the will to. I think that's where you're going from, right? The will to desire to play or the want to desire to play is the most underrated part of sports today. It drives me crazy. I don't know, you know. I go with the other aspect of it, you know. I go with expectations, and everybody have reasonings. Everybody have a reason to play football. Everybody have a reason why they want to play a certain position. Everybody have a reason why they want to win and all this stuff. You can have your reasonings, but the results is what matter. You know, it reminds me of when you are talking about a pledging situation, right? I remember vividly. They take this hot boiling water and they put it in buckets. Hot boiling water, and they give you the visualization of seeing it. You see this hot boiling water just bubbling, and then they put the blindfolds over you and they spin you around 12 times, and they tell you to step into the bucket. No, 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 no. They have the bucket to be poured on your head, and they will say ice cold. You know what I'm saying? And with that whole process, your mind is when you see the bucket of hot boiling water, you don't see the other bucket that's filled with ice, filled with cold water, and you pretty much don't have a shirt on. You just got your drawers on basically, and you blindfolded, and they spin you around, and then all of a sudden they say, when we pour this water on you, you see it with your mind that it's hot, bubbling, boiling. But when they pour this water on you, you're gonna say ice cold because it's cold water. And then you go line by line and you trying to see who's the dog on your line, right? Who's the guy that's gonna be able to step up and say, I'm next. Because the next person is gonna take his blindfold off and run and say, I'm too scared. I don't want this hot boiling water on me. I'm out. Those that's how you purge a roster. And what I'm saying here is that you got to figure out a way to figure out who's the troop that's on your team, who's the dog that's on your team, who's the vicious guy, and not the person that's not mentality, who have the weak mentality that's not going to survive. And that's all it is. It's just a mind. It's a mental capacity. How much mindset, how much mind power, what's your will, what's your fortitude, what is your breaking point? Some people saying that, oh, hell no, I'm not going to be having no flaming boiling water poured upon my head. I'm out, deuces with it. And then the other person be like, okay, I'm down for the cause. And then that's the person that makes the team. So what I'm saying is, this is what we got to do in order to have a winning competition out there in the National Football League as it relates to the Dallas Cowboys. We got to know who's the strong, fit, mental person that's on our team. And as we go back and we look at the all or nothing film and all or nothing 22, whatever the name of the film that I'm putting out there, is that we see the people, or we see the person that's mentally strong, and we see the person that's mentally weak. And at the end of the day, no matter where you come up from or how long you've been in that position, if you're mentally weak, it starts to show more and more each day, and it starts rattling away. And that's all I have on that particular topic. Who else we got in the chat box? Savage Time, my man Law, growing fast, 24. Damn. Hey man, hey, when I hit 24, man, I was like everything, man. Shout out to you, man. Let me see. Yeah, yeah. Hey, this is for the 24, man. You guys know that 24 is my favorite number, right? And when I put the 24 on, man, I say, oh man, appreciate it, man. I thank everybody. Law, put more episodes up. DJ Cobbs, yeah, I got one curating now, man. It just takes a while for the episode to upload and things like that. So hey, when I get to 100K, it's really gonna be medieval, man. But pretty much so. This is the recap of everything. Jaylon Smith have to move it up to the next level. He will move up to the next level. He will have the ability to do what I'm having replayed on the background. And hey, if you guys want to watch that film session, just type in Jaylon Smith quick film session and you'll see that exact same film. But I just want to give everybody a shout out before I run. Matter of fact, let me play my other beat, man, because you guys know that I love the beats, man. Let me see if I can get over here. Where my beat at? Because you guys know, man, how it goes. There she go. There she go. Yeah, it's true. Yeah. Shout out to everybody, man. KD Dollars, man. Shout out to you, Abraham. What's up?